we need to vote for this person and that person. And I know we have a few tough fights on all the sides. But I will say, to be cohesive, to be able to sit around a table with no egos, no agendas, has been a pleasure for the last 2 years, at least for me. And those of you who know me, I do have a very short temper, and equally, so I have a lot of people out there would love to take me on a building and throw me off it. But each one of us has been selected because we have a skill. In the last 2 years, I will not lie if I said, this lot has not even had one argument or a fight over anything. Everyone did their work cohesively, and that's what we want to continue for the next 2 years with the unanimity that we've had, with the oneness. Everybody knows what they need to do. Everybody doesn't need to be told anything. They just go on their every way and do it. I will slightly introduce some of our team. Mr. Goel needs no introduction. He is our chief patron and someone with a lot of guidance for us. Pranav, are you going to speak again now? Or? Okay. So Pranav is someone I've respected for the longest time, and I felt the most hurt 4 years ago when I contested against Pranav to be vice president, because it's Pranav and my relationship goes back 20 years before he and I joined EATO and anything. And I'm very delighted that we have asked him to move up the ladder. Someone sent me a message today, have you had a fight in EATO? Why do you have two people from your team contesting for president? I said, no, there's no fight. I will tell you, I know Mr. Singh has not said anything negative about us to anybody, and we have not about him. I have worked with him for 17 years and have the utmost respect. But when the team decided who out of all of us, because I was also a candidate to be president, I mean, I'm senior to Pranav in the hierarchy of things, who out of all of us is best equipped in 2016 to take us on the issues, we all felt Pranav was the best candidate. I would like to move up as senior vice president. I hope my work has spoken for itself over the years, so I'm not going to say anything more. Ask me any questions if you want later on. We asked Mr. Mehra to move up to become vice president, ironically because he was already doing most of this work when he was just an EC member. But creating more EATO events, making the conference stronger, is a skill set, is a job profile of the vice president. And for all those of you who know Mr. Mehra, I don't think there's any other person than him who prefers to stay quiet behind the limelight and work. So we're delighted that he finally got convinced and moved up. Ravi Gusain was joint secretary before, and we asked him to become secretary. And again, this goes back to my statement. I know he's competing against somebody that we all respect and who's been secretary before. But when we look at what is the needs of EATO, how do we make EATO more professional, he has our confidence. We have, Ravi, me, Sanjeev, we've traveled to global associations together. We're members of some associations. And we all understand that today the needs of an association, the way to running an association are very different. Need to be more technology savvy. We need to deliver results to our members at the doorsteps, not expect the members only come to us. We need to be more professional the way we reply. We need to be more proactive. And Ravi in the last 2 years has worked all on our website. Every circular is immediately put on the website. We've had a new mailing system put place. So there's a lot more we are doing, and I have the confidence, as all of us do, have in his ability to take on this role. Amresh is staying on as our honorary treasurer. He is probably the most conjuice treasurer you will ever have in the association, and he ensures our money is never misspelled.
He's a chartered accountant.
He's a chartered accountant. And I will tell you, the savings we've had for EATO over the last few years have been tremendous. And I'm not saying savings from making more money. I'm savings on the exact same activity from before, from now. The cost of printing the EATO manual has come down to half. The cost of doing our events has come down. Quality has not been impacted at all. It's important that we make money to spend on the members, and that's what we're doing. We may not spend it on roadshows for you. We may not spend it on doing parties. But when you hire a media consultant for our members, that's a big expense, and that's where the money needs to go in industry building activities. Sanjeev Joshi, who's a hardcore operations person, I mentioned him a little while ago. He's somebody we asked to move up to joint secretary to take on the role that Ravi used to do, because we need strong people who understand how a professional association is run, how you have to have the right employees there, how the right databasing, all those little things which go a long way in making your life in EATO easy. Raj Bajaj, we want him back as our EC active member. We asked Mr. Duggal, I think one of the quietest and nicest people that we know in this industry. We asked him to join us this year, and he brings in a very different skill set from charters, beach tourism, aviation, which we need to fill that gap. Rajneesh Kasta was already with us before, working hard on the legal grievances committee, and he stays with us. Ramesh Buttal, who brings a lot of acumen from the niche adventure segment as part, and also being a small operator himself, is able to share a lot of information on things we need to do for the industry. Vinay is somebody who's joining us for the first time. Has been actually very active with us for the past 4 years on the legal grievances committee. And we asked him, with seeing his passion as we had the space opened up, we said, who better to ask him to join us, given that he has always been with us. Even though he lost the election last time, he didn't sit home and sulk. He was active, and that's what I like. A lot of you don't know, when I got elected 4 years ago, I had already lost 3 elections before over the years. You need to participate, you need to come to the meeting. Losing and winning the election is not the end of the world, but you need to show your face and contribute. And Vinay did that. Even though he lost, he made sure he was around there. Mr. Duggal the same, and we respect that. Zia is omnipresent wherever he is. He has a passion for training, and he's brought in a lot of interesting things. Those of you who attended the Andaman seminar in Delhi, and I will tell you, that's probably the most attended EATO meeting we'd ever had, about 350 people. That was totally Zia's initiative to bring the entire Andaman's administration to us, and it was great, and it is actually a model we're using with other states. Already 3 other states have told us, please come, we've told them, please come with us in summer, do what Andamans did, come and talk about it, us at the highest levels, not just at your state tourism board levels. Sunil Rathore and Sunil Gupta and NS Rathore need no introduction. They are stalwarts of the industry. They will be joining us on the 23rd. But all of you know their work in the regional areas, and they've made sure that our key bases are covered as an industry association. We are a cohesive group, we are dedicated, we are clean, we are apolitical, and we ask you for your collective support to make this team come in, and we'll continue the work we've done for the past 2 years. As Mr. Goyal said, if you trust us, if you trust what we do, trust our judgment and who we selected, and let us continue the work that you've asked uninterrupted. I am done.